never satisfied, always on the rise. Looking for a reason just to close my eyes. Man, I'm tired, I don't wanna try, but I gotta try. Who gon' get it if it isn't I? And I'm always high, I'm supposed to fly. Me, I'm full of life, I don't wanna die. I can't even lie, even when I try. Never pans out, I'm an honest guy. Hey, fully occupied, life might like a prison. Bars on top of bars, but I'm never drinking. Hey, can't let anything affect my way of thinking. Kept my circle small, and it keeps on shrinking. Keep my way too strong, everybody's sinking.
Hi, and welcome to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. On this edition, I'm gonna show you how I do my tied fade, tied semi-hide fade on the sides, and then also how I cut with the scissors or the shears or shears at top. I apologize right away because my English is not the best. So hopefully I try to say the right words and try to say it the best that I can. And I hope you understand. Right now, the first step that we were doing, we were using the Baby Bliss with the level close. That was the first level. The second level was guard number 1, and now we're using guard number 2. And I'm taking, what we're doing is, I'm not trying to do another level. I'm just basically, when I reach to the top, almost at the top, I kind of lift up the clipper. You know what I mean? I lift it up because I don't want to make another line or another border or whatever you may say. So now I'm trying to take the shadow, but when I take that shadow or that bulkiness, I kind of elevate the clipper so that way it will not print another, like I said, another level. See how I'm doing it? I kind of do like a C motion type of. It's not like a C, literally like a C motion, but kind of like a flick it. You know what I mean? Lift it up, kind of like scraping it. And now it was with the level open on the side. The clipper has a lever. I don't know why they're calling another CD what they call the lever, but I know I call it level. So that level, it was open, now it's closed, and I'm passing it right there. As I close it, this time between opening and close, I think you could close the level a little bit before you close it completely. You could close little bit by little, maybe like 2 or 3 times. That's very important because right now I'm using guard number 1, level open. All right, completely open. Before I go down, right, I'm passing it again. I go from left to right, right to left, and I stay right there as I go. See, I close it a little bit, but I don't close it completely. So that's between open and half. All right, and now I close it a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? I don't close it completely, and like that. No, I go little by little. Close it. Now I close it completely. So that's number 1. Open it real quick. So, and then I go higher if I'm gonna go a little higher. But if I'm gonna go lower, or if I feel that it's not grabbing, then I switch to another guard until we grab it. See, like it was not grabbing no anymore. So now we go into the 116. This is the guard 116 level open, and I pause it a little higher than the line, right, or almost back in the line. And I go from right to left, left to right. I make sure I brush it. See, like, watch. See, brush it. Make sure that everything is nice and clean. No hair stick. So it can let you know what you're working with. And the level right now is closed. And now I'm going. Notice how my stroke is a lot tight, shorter. The strokes a lot shorter. And I'm staying in that section right there, as you can see, you know, right in the line where I see the line. Until I don't see that it's not grabbing and that it's not going away, I'm gonna keep passing. If I see that it's not grabbing, then I go to the next. And the next step is the half, but little less than half, not completely close. You wanna first work with little less than half, not completely close. See right there, and stay in the line. And you see how it's kind of fading, you know what I mean? And right there, then I close it completely. I brush it and I keep passing it right there. Notice how we got already the fade-in coming in, you know what I mean? This camera that I'm using is the Sony Mark V. Sony Mark 100 Mark 5, and it's a big camera compared to the GoPro, and I put it in my chest. The reason is I wanted to try it out, see the quality on this camera is so much sharper than the GoPro. You see more details, the porises and all that. I'm still working with the one now. This is the Baby FX Gold, the trimmer. It came out I've been having it already for 3 weeks already, and this trimmer is definitely really good because it has the 360 view, so you can see it all around when you shaving, and if you're doing a lineup, a shape up. Not only that, by cleaning is also good. It reminds me of the GTX, but the only thing is the GTX, when it used to be hair thick like this and you used to pass it, it used to get messed up. This one, it could be any type of hair and it doesn't get messed up, and it has the same. It's very solid. It's big. It's kind of like solid. It's bigger than the Andy TL cordless, and definitely the power. It lasts like what, maybe 3. It doesn't get hot like the TL liner cordless, and definitely it's a little louder than the TL liner cordless. But I like my TL liner blade. I feel that it's sharper. It is very details when it does the lines. It's very detailed since it has the blade. It has small tooth. This one, it has a big tooth, but not kind of like the GTX, but smaller than the GTX, the teeth. So this one, it has the time. It has what, like maybe 3 hours. You know, it will stay charged for 3 hours, and then same thing like the clipper. When the battery dies, it blinks. The lights start blinking. And yeah, definitely this is what I'm using for the side. Normally I would have used the bevel, the trimmer bevel, BEVEL. Is a NAS is actually signed to that trimmer company, and it's pretty good. Especially I use it for the side because the blade is almost twice the size of the Baby Bliss. I'm sorry. I'm using right now the Andes Plus, the Andes Profoil Plus, and the reason why they call it Plus and the difference is besides the color, it has a rubber grip. Definitely feels good in the hand with the rubber grip. Also, just putting it in the station and don't have to worry about connecting it in and putting it on the cable. That's another plus. Just put it in the charger and it's automatically charging. That's awesome. Another thing that I used to have problem, it was in the cable. When you take the cable in, put it in and out, that used to mess up the bottom of the cable, or if not the cable, the machine. So on this one, I like how they did so yeah, and they changed it, and that's a game changer because I already like this shaver as it was. I have also the Baby Bliss shaver and the Series 9, and my Series 9 is still one of my favorite two shaver. The only thing is that it doesn't go close as this shaver. There we go. I'm doing final detailing on the fade for as you could tell, and then when I start with the box out, I start right in the middle, and then I work my way to the side. I brush it out. Make sure the hair that falls right there into his face. I make sure I brush it so he won't be uncomfortable, and I try to maintain the lineup as natural as possible. Keep it really outside. This blade is nice. Like I said, the angle, the 360 view, you can see what you're doing. They did the like basically what we used to do with the Andes, the skeleton, so that way you could see more around it and cool off. But definitely right here I'm doing the arch, and notice how I use the little corners of the blade to kind of draw, and then I use the little corners. You see those little spots right there and whatnot. That's what I'm using, just to make sure, give those little details, make sure the blend in comes up a lot more tighter, more better. Right there. I use the corners. Now I'm going with the the clipper, the Baby Bliss clipper. The level was open. Now I'm closing it little by little and keep using the corner. Make sure that I'm using the corners, just getting more detail. You see what I'm saying? and then I close it almost completely. Then I open it. I was gonna, let me see. No, I put I open it completely and I put a guard number 1. Then I noticed that it didn't grab. Then I close the level. See, I'm being safe than sorry. I'd rather not to take nothing when I pass it the first time. That way I know. And then if I need to lower it, then I'll lower it. Right now we're fading his beard, and we was using the half. Now we're using the 1/16 with the level open. Now we close the level, and so we keep going lower. Then again, I'm using the level open. Then I'm closing it little by little, brushing it, as you can see, and go with the against the grain in this case. And notice how the beard is fitted in onto right there. I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm passing 1.5. Then I'm shaping it with the trimmer. This trimmer, like I said, is still this time that does real nice crispy line. Probably is because I still need to calibrate it a little bit much better. But at times I don't want to zero gap it completely because I don't want to irritate my client's skin. And anyway, when I use the blade, I want to make sure when I want to shape it up and make it more crispy and more detailed is with the blade, and that's not gonna irritate them because obviously I'm gonna with the blade I'm gonna see right now I'm gonna get that detail. It's gonna be sharp. You see, look at how nice and sharp and crispy. And right there, I'm using the corner of the blade to, kind of drew that arch right there. The dust that you see, those ashes, is basically the dead skin. And when you put a brand new blade and you pass it over and over and over into that dead skin, that's gonna come out. The ashy lines is basically the dead skin. And when you scrape that dead skin, that's what caused. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm using the Sony Sony RX100 Mark V, and the other videos that I've been doing lately, I've been doing it on the GoPro 7, and also I have the Sony A7 III. So I definitely this one is a point shooter camera. It's not an action camera, but I like the quality. So definitely, guys, let me know how you like this quality compared to the GoPro 7. How does it look and whatnot? The only thing for me is that I do like the quality, but because the lens is so is it wide? It doesn't, you know what I mean? It's too close to it compared to too narrow compared to the GoPro, which is wide. And you could see more, and then you could crop it. Right here I didn't even have to crop it because it's too close to. But notice how I'm still using the blade. Pretty much I already used, by this time I already changed the blade maybe like 3 times. That's another tip. Make sure always change the blade. I'm gonna use the blade here to make it a lot sharper, those lines right there. And now we're gonna do the eyebrows. And this time that I use the shaving cream, the Bump Pro shaving cream. In this case, because his hair is really thick, and most of the time when I get the real crispy line is sometimes dry shaving. As long that the client doesn't have sensitive skin, and I already have tried his skin before and I know how it works, then I use this method, dry shaving. And then after that I put after shave, obviously. But right now I'm shaving it, and look how everything is taking shape. You know what I mean? Right now I'm using the technique shears or scissors over comb. Notice how my comb are like a gray. It's a light color, and it's good because when I pick up the hair, I see what I have to work, what I have to cut, and what not. Also, the combs, note it has big teeth and small teeth. The big teeth is for the volume. When it has a lot of volume, I use the big teeth. Now if I wanted to get more tighter to almost in the mid fade, then I will flip to the other. I will use the small teeth of the comb. Notice how the comb is also straight when I use it, and the shears are straight with it. And look at how it's coming. And then you see that bulky right there. I could have used probably like a guard number 4, but with the scissors over comb, I have like a better control of what I want to take. This is how it's taking look. This is how it's looking. Right now we're gonna cut the top, and this is gonna be another different style of cut it. I know the guy who showed it to me, they call it scissors over, no scissors over comb, but hairstyle. I don't know how to say in English, I know in Spanish, but it's hairstyling with the scissors. Basically, I start with this in the side and I work my way to the back. But when I do, I grab it, I cone it, pinch it where I see what I cut and not cut, and usually from the right side, it's already cut, and the one that is long is the one that I definitely have to cut. Notice that I'm going to my right here, I flip it and I do the scissors over comb, and I go to the side like that because the hair there is shorter. So definitely I'm not gonna be able to pick it up by this way. So notice once again, the front, always leave it a little longer than the back and work your way all the way. This is the third line or the third row, and I'm going from the front to back, and notice how everything, when I grab it, see, I cone it, and then the combs I let it rest in my thumb while I cut with the scissors. I cut what I need to cut. And yeah, there's a lot of people that will say, no, this is the way, or nah, you're not doing it right. Listen, everybody has their own little way, the way how to do things. They're always gonna criticize you whether you do it good or not. Just as long as make sure the haircut comes out on point and nice and straight, and you give your best. And if you feel comfortable doing it and it still worked out, and the haircut come off fresh, and the client pay you and he keep coming back, that's the right way for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to be. I know people want to make you better and whatnot, or make you want to do it that way or whatever. That's why I don't like to say, oh, this is the way that you should do it. No. I always say this is how I do it. I'm using Grand Finale. Is like a hairspray. It's better. It's not too gluey like the Pump It Up. And then I use the brush right here. And with the, I like this blow dryer, the Dyson. Definitely real comfortable, real smooth, real quiet. And the nose, the tip of the blow dryer is magnetic. It always maintain, easy to flexible, easy to move the angle that I want to move it. The cable doesn't tangle. And notice how I keep moving. I don't leave it in one place. I keep moving with the flow. And don't put it too close to the skull or to the hair, because if you leave it in one position, you could burn the skull of the client. Right now I'm using the clipper free-handed, and what I'm doing is those little hair that is standing, maybe you don't see it from here, but from where I was cutting it, I was able to see it. So I'm just basically going, level close on the clipper, and just going really just at top, really on the sides, whatever I see those hairs standing, you know what I mean, just giving it the final details to it. And whatever energy you put to every little thing that you decide to do on a haircut, definitely it will come back, it will show on the haircut. You know what I mean? The time, the effort. I'm gonna show you up close how nice and even it looks. Look at that, nice and even, everything nice. Look at the fade, everything right there. Look at the front, see. And now that I got it all done, pretty much at top and everything, I put a little bit of gel. I use the Elegance gel. I like the texture on that one. I go from side to side, flip it, kind of like open it up the hair so it won't look too tight. But yeah, look at how it's looking. And then with the fingers, boom. This is him before the haircut. This is how he looked when he came through. He comes every other week, sometimes weekly. And shout out to Jesus. Thank you for letting me record you. And this is the finished work. This is how it looks. I forgot to clean it up before my battery was about to die, so I forgot to clean it up a little bit, and I was hurry up to kind of clean it up to record them. So also follow me on Instagram And all, like always say, please share it. And thank you for your time and support. Sincerely, your boy Jeff, the Master Barber.
I want Coachella, yeah, yeah. I want Coachella, I want Coachella. She said she wants some coach, but look, I want Coachella.